much have they changed since they've changed the way their lineup with Roach back in there?
What gives them another score? He shot the ball really well against Tech, so he just gives them another score. They're able to spread you a little bit more.
Defensively, these guys look pretty good, don't they?
Well, anytime you got two guys that are probably two of the top, whatever, 4 or 5 shot blockers in the league, you're going to be pretty good defensively. They really do a great job of guarding around.
What's the problems that they're 6'9" that shoots outside? What are some of the issues you see with him? What's he?
I don't think any more than anybody else. Okay. I mean, I think he does probably more things than anybody on their team. They run offense through him because he can really pass. He relieves pressure because his ball security's good and he's able to bounce it. He spreads you because he can make shots. I mean, he does a lot of things.
Is this a tough team? I mean, sometimes they've been really good, and sometimes they've just been okay. Is it one of those deals where you're not sure what you're going to get with them?
In all honesty, I've trying to pay more attention to us because we haven't scored the ball, and we played bad sometimes and scored 85. And now we're not scoring the ball the way we need to score the ball. We're not making shots. So I've tried to concentrate a whole lot more on us. Not that, I haven't watched them, and I mean, this game is kind of, it's a little crazy because everybody looks good when they're making shots, and when you're not making shots, you don't look good. I mean, we played 1-3-1 against Tech, and they made 2 long threes. And so the 1-3-1 didn't look very good. Now, if they missed those, we probably win, and we say the 1-3-1 saved us. So it's your ability to make shots is really it's end up as the determining factor.
Root cause of that passing, maybe a little bit.
A little bit, but we just didn't make them. I mean, Beetle had wide open shots and didn't make them. Lamont had wide open shots and didn't make them, and those are the 2 guys that we pretty much depend on to be our constants. And they both have struggled the last 2 games.
Defensively, what are you seeing from your team?
Well, we're not as good, but a lot of that, Mitch, was when we turn it over 16 times and half of those are live ball turnovers, your defense isn't going to be very good. I don't know that our defense is as big a problem as our offense. Now, that being said, we're not playing as well defensively as we did, but seemingly when you don't make shots, everything struggles. I mean, you just struggle at everything because we get so wrapped up in making shots. And we don't rebound it the way we did. We went from being the best rebounding team in the country to, maybe one of the 100 worst. So that doesn't help us either.
Yeah. What about Teddy? I heard you say that he may not play in this one.
If you'd listened to the radio show instead of
just difficult to keep up with.
Playing footsies up there in Glendale, you'd know what I said. What do you want to know?
So I understand that he's not playing in this Texas game. Is that
Probably
correct?
not. Probably not. Probably not.
Bob, what's happened? Has it been a combination of things on and off? Has it been just he didn't like the way he practiced and then didn't fix that in games?
I think like most 18, 19-year-olds, Mike, you have some success and you don't know how to handle it. I think that was the root of the problem. He's not a problem off the floor. We don't have problems off the floor. I was sitting the other day, I was thinking, those guys I had at Cincinnati got in trouble all the time were pretty damn good, Thinking that might have been worth it, But
How has he responded?
how has he responded? He doesn't have a choice. that's the good and bad about being part of a team. You don't have a choice.
How's the shooting been this week for you guys since you've had him?
Honestly, not a lot better. Not a lot better. They've been in a jam, and they're, from the wee little bit that I've seen, they're shooting it better. But when we start playing, they haven't shot it any better.
Smart said that with Roach, the little break seemed to help him and give him a little bit more juice in the step. Is that something you try to?
Who said that?
Shaka.
Chuck?
Shaka.
Shaka.
That was smart.
Well, have Shaka try breaking his arm and see how that feels. he broke a bone in his hand. I mean.
No, he was talking about giving the kids a break overall. A little bit of time off.
What he said, Bob, he came back with pep in his step and
Clear
he
mind.
said sometimes we don't pay enough attention to emotional fatigue and physical. We pay attention to physical fatigue, but not emotional and that kind of stuff.
This is really a hard league if you do pay attention to that. I mean, we go at the number, whatever they were, number 8 ranked team in the country. On one day, we have 1 day to prepare for the number 10 ranked team in the country. And now we're playing what I think is, I mean, they're a top 25 team right now. I mean, they're playing really well. They're playing at a very high level right now. And then you got to go play TCU, who's been in the top 20 all year. I mean, if you get emotionally fatigued, I mean, you're going to struggle in this league now.